Hello and welcome to HawkTalk. It's Mohawk's Geek Culture Podcast where we talk about geek stuff, nerdy stuff, and all sorts of awesome. My name is Danny Shepard, and joining me as always is my lovable band of goons, starting with Jeremy Lee.
Dab on them.
And Angela DeMonico, a.k.a. Lady Doombots, a.k.a. Angela DeMonico.
Sai Ninakaina Dodi Chody.
What's up, guys? And Tony and Noel aren't here this week. Tony is moving, and Noel is at a concert?
Moving
Yeah,
houses
he's
in the same
partying.
town, not moving out of town.
Yeah.
Tony's still here. He's with us.
Yeah, just getting a new
He
place.
is forever with us.
Yes, in our hearts, in our minds.
True to your heart.
He's a part of us all.
Yes.
must be true to your heart.
Yeah, so we got Lady Doombots here for another exciting episode. I gotta admit, we're all really tired. Still working on this video. Should be coming out very, very soon. Very soon. Super soon. Like days.
Yes.
Soon. Very
Yes.
soon.
So exciting.
Let's
Yes.
let's talk about some stuff. There's a lot of stuff that happened before we because PlayStation just had a bunch of announcements, which I think we're all really excited about.
Yeah.
Good old Sony.
And Ange, I know you don't really care too much about this, but I think this is pretty major news. Zachary Levi
Oh, yeah.
was
yeah.
just confirmed for Shazam.
Dope. Is he gonna get jacked?
Actually, he literally posted something on Instagram saying that he's super excited to be playing Captain Marvel. If you guys don't know, they changed Captain Marvel's name to avoid any sort of legal issues that were happening with Marvel. So Captain Marvel, who was a DC character, is now named Shazam. There's more to that story than that, but those are the clip notes.
Yeah, you probably don't want to mess with Marvel's lawyers. Disney's
Yeah.
lawyers.
I mean, Warner Brothers, their lawyers are I'm sure, just as aggressive, but
I feel like everyone's
I don't think
ignoring
anybody
that.
really wanted to do that legal battle.
Oh, God.
I
Yeah.
don't think that would have behooved anyone involved.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
Yeah. So
Gosh.
Zachary Levi is a choice that I had no idea they were going to announce. And you don't know this character very well.
I know Zachary Levi, and he's a phenomenal actor, so I was happy about that because I like him.
Yeah, and he's going to be playing opposite The Rock because The Rock has
Yeah.
been confirmed for Black Adam.
Oh,
who
really?
is- yeah,
Crazy.
who
Oh,
is
I didn't know that. That's
Shazam's
cool.
like nemesis.
Oh, neat.
Yeah,
Okay, I
that's
didn't know
gonna be
that.
dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Warner Brothers at it again with the unusual castings, or like the not first pick.
yeah. Honestly, Zachary Levi is one of those guys that as soon as he got announced, I was like, oh, yeah.
Oh
Totally.
yeah.
Because, so, Ange, you're not very familiar with Captain Marvel or Shazam.
I know Marvel Captain Marvel, but not DC Captain Marvel.
DC Captain Marvel. They call him Shazam in the comics now because he yells, Shazam! Shazam!
Shazam.
So basically, for everyone out there who doesn't know what Shazam does, he's, long story short, he is a kid, a child, usually portrayed anywhere from like 10 to 15 years old, gains the power of all the Greek gods. So Shazam is actually an acronym, and I forget what it stands for. I'll look it up later. People always put it in the comments. What does Shazam
Yes.
stand for, guys?
Yeah, help us.
So, he was given all these powers of the Greek gods, and then he yells Shazam, and lightning strikes him, and he's endowed with those powers. And when he's endowed with those powers, he becomes a full-sized adult. So Zachary Levi will be playing the full-sized adult version of Shazam.
The full-size adult.
Yes.
One would hope that's
But-
who he is.
The great thing about Captain Marvel or Shazam, and he's portrayed in different ways in different mediums, but like he is still a 10 to 15-year-old boy.
Oh.
Like,
So he
even
acts
though-
like it,
Yeah.
even in full
Aw.
adult size.
Oh, that's cute.
And he has the wisdom of Solomon, so he's incredibly wise, but he's still kind of immature sometimes because he's a kid.
Yeah, nice.
So Zach Levi, when I saw he was cast, I was like, oh my God, like I totally can see him being that.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Nice. That's cool. Awesome. Well, that sounds cool. Yeah, power of Greek gods and whatnot. Like, I'm interested.
Wisdom of
look up
Solomon.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up the
That's
actual actor.
That
Smart
sounds cool.
dude.
You know what I realized we totally didn't acknowledge yet?
What?
The fact that it's Halloween.
Oh,
by the
yeah,
time this
happy
episode
Halloween,
comes
guys.
out. Yeah, it'll be Halloween by the time this episode
So
airs.
spoopy.
So very spoopy indeed.
Yeah, happy Halloween, guys. Sorry I didn't dress up.
To another
Yeah, I just
episode of
realized that.
Tales the Crypt.
I got to get right back to work after we're done so I can get this video finished. By the way, Shazam stands for Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, Achilles, and Mercury.
Okay, when you said it stood for something,
It's a
like
lot of powers.
Yeah, I had a mind to think that it was like the gods that were bestowed into him.
He is considered the most powerful human in the DC lore. So as far as humans go, he can fight on the level.
Does he still have human mortality?
Honestly, don't know off the top of my head, but I know in the Justice League Unlimited cartoon, he fought with Superman and like exchanged blows with Superman, like pound for pound. Was just like,
dang,
they were just fighting.
Wow, he's actually able to keep up.
Yeah, he's able to keep up with Superman, and everybody knows he's broken.
Yeah, oh yeah, he is.
Because you're super strong doesn't mean you get hurt. You don't get hurt.
Yep.
Imagine getting punched by Superman.
Imagine getting punched by The Rock.
Oh,
Imagine
damn.
The Rock and Zachary Levi just punching each other.
See, if Superman
man.
punches me, I'm just gonna vaporize. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna even notice.
I don't even
Getting
care.
punched by The Rock, that's just gonna hurt a lot.
I don't know,
so
man.
I'd rather not.
If Superman punched you full force, he would probably you'd disintegrate before the punch even reached your face.
I'd
that's
probably
true.
honestly dematerialize to a different dimension.
Yeah, you wouldn't even. You'd just be sitting there like straight face, like whatever.
Yeah,
Maybe
Dude,
he
I
I
don't-
wouldn't even see it coming.
Maybe he would break the universe and everybody would come back to life.
Maybe.
In the comic books, Superman or Superboy Prime, which is an alternate version of Superman, punched the universe, just punched the air so hard that he cracked the fabric of time.
Rip the
Jeez.
space-time continuum.
Yeah,
Oh my
it was-
goodness.
It was one of those big like DC arcs.
Oh my
And that's when
God.
Jason Todd came back to life in the comics.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great.
Danny's,
Yeah, it was
Danny's
good.
always like teaching me things about the DC universe, and I just sit there and listen. Like,
Yeah, Angela's a Marvel girl.
yeah.
Yes.
So
I
I just sit there and learn.
love it.
Yes.
Direct current comics.
Yep. I don't know. There's not really much more to say on the Shazam casting other than Zachary Levi is hitting the gym apparently like consistently, like 4-hour gym sessions, which is pretty dope.
I don't know how you would last that
That's
long.
aggressive.
Jesus Christ. I feel like by like the third hour, I would like my body would just give out on me.
He's
I
probably
can't even
doing
leave the
different
house.
Huh?
I can't even leave the house without, catching my breath.
You just walk outdoors, walk into the
Yeah.
driveway.
Honestly, yeah, we have stairs in the house. I can't, I'm already tired walking up and down the stairs.
Are you serious?
Jeremy, that's not
Sometimes.
good.
Sometimes.
No, we gotta take you
But
to
then
the
I
gym.
can operate a camera all day. It's weird.
That's true. Yeah, you're like carrying that like 30-pound rig all the time, and
You're
like,
like a bodybuilder, you know. Bodybuilders are they have enough endurance to like go up on stage and like flex and stuff.
Jeremy's like
That's like Jeremy because
yeah,
you're flexing with
yeah,
the camera. You're
yeah.
just like
okay.
Jeremy's a
perfectly
power
still.
lifter, indeed. Yes. Yeah.
I'm a real life stabilizer.
Yeah. You gotta be, man. One day we'll get you that like full body thing. So that
Oh,
way
yeah,
it's a little
that'll be
easier.
cool.
Yeah.
I feel like there was other big movie news. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff that's been happening lately. Just like a lot of announcements and stuff. But really quick, let me go to Patreons and see what people are talking about. We have been getting some questions on Stranger Things too. I haven't had a chance to watch, neither has
Yeah.
Ange.
Yes.
Noel and Tony aren't here, so we can't get their opinion. And Jeremy's, what are you, halfway through?
I already finished.
You already finished?
I finished it last night.
Oh
yeah.
no, no spoilers, no
I
spoilers.
blasted through
please.
it. I was like, I can't wait anymore.
Oh yeah, gosh.
It's
Was it-
cool.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes, it's really different from season 1, just so you know.
Really?
But I still like it. Episode 7, I will say, is to me it sticks out like a sore thumb, and specifically episode 7. And it seems to be, and after I finished the series, I went online to see what other people were saying, and a lot of people are agreeing. Like, there were even a lot of articles on how episode 7 just kind of sticks out there. Like, it
Wow.
doesn't feel like it's part of the rest of the season. But we can talk about it more when you guys are finished.
Is it kind of
Yeah,
like
I'm curious in the worst way.
is it like that episode of Breaking Bad with the fly?
I haven't
almost?
seen Breaking
Oh
Bad.
dang it! Yeah, that's right. You haven't seen. You would love Breaking
I know.
Bad, dude.
I've only seen
oh
the
my
first
God.
episode. But like this,
So
I-
good.
I get why they kept it in there, and even the Duffer Brothers were saying that even whether or not we liked it or not, it needed to be in there because we couldn't. Like, if that episode wasn't there, then the whole ending or the finale just kind of falls through because
dang.
it breaks the reality, I guess.
Interesting.
And I do agree, like, it needed to be in there, but just the execution was really different. It's the only episode of the series that wasn't shot by Tim Ives, by the way, which I found out after I saw the episode because when the credits were rolling, and Tim Ives, which, by the way, if you guys don't know, most cinematographers don't shoot full seasons of TV shows. It's staggered. Like, so one cinematographer will shoot like an episode and every other episode, or like they'll bring in other people to shoot different episodes so that they can keep up with the schedule. But like Tim Ives, who shot season 1 of Stranger Things, shot the entire season, and they asked him back to shoot season 2.
It feels like that's consistent with a lot of Netflix shows, actually.
Yeah, it is. But like episode 7 specifically, I found out like after the fact, even like while watching the episode, I was like, this looks different, and the content and the execution was way different too. Same director as the episode before and after, but like it just felt weird.
Wow, I'm very excited to watch this.
Yeah, it's.
I'm not.
Really
I'm not excited to
interesting.
watch episode 7.
Well, I mean, is it bad? Is it like different in a bad way? Like, 'cause
It's
you're
just not. It doesn't feel like it fit in the season. It's not bad.
Okay,
It just doesn't feel like it
yeah,
fits.
I didn't take that as a bad thing when he said that.
Oh,
but-
I read comments online saying that people did not like episodes.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Okay.
people who
On
didn't
Twitter
like
and
that
stuff.
episode. I like that episode. It definitely was jarring because I didn't expect that. I didn't see it because I didn't read anything about
Yeah.
I avoided all spoilers and all talk about it. So when I went into just clear-minded, I was like, whoa, this is weird. But then thinking back about it, and I watched the episode again too. It was still a good episode. I liked it,
Yeah.
but definitely didn't feel like Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Oh, and the season is shorter this time around, right? It's only like 9
No,
episodes.
it's one episode longer because last season was 8 episodes.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. I keep
Yeah,
forgetting.
this
yeah,
one's 9.
That's true. I'm always used to like the Netflix standard of like 10
Yeah.
to 12 episodes, but yeah, no, you are totally right.
I'll watch
One
it
episode longer.
as soon as I'm done with Wonder Woman versus Thor. I'll sit down and watch it.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it with you because I can't watch that show alone.
Okay. That's what the video is, by the way, guys. It's Wonder Woman versus Thor, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
found footage. It's coming out in like a week. So
Yeah.
there you go.
YOLO.
I mean, the teaser is coming out Wednesday or something.
I don't know. The teaser might end up coming out the same day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. I actually wanted the video to be out this week, but we'll see what happens. We kind of have to coordinate with Sean. But any Hoosers, yeah, that's coming.
Surprise.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Please, guys, if you're listening and you are watching this episode, one of the two, please share the video and spread it out as much as you can. This is the second big video we've released this year. We've just been really held up with a lot of stuff, and we shot out like a couple other videos, by the way, that we're just working on post-production. So if you could help us kind of get this off the ground, we would really appreciate it, because it has been a lot of work. So thank you guys. There's my pitch. I love you all. Awesome. Cool. So, oh, dude, all the trailers they dropped. First,
Yeah, Paris Games Week, y'all.
Paris Games Week. I want to talk
Yes.
about the
This is what I've
Spider-Man
been waiting
trailer.
for. This is the part I've been very quiet this whole episode, and I've just been like waiting for this part to come up. So yes, cool.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, the Spider-Man trailer was amazing. Oh my
Gosh.
gosh. Like it looks so cool. Like
Excited.
like I was actually talking about this earlier on my Twitch stream. Like just it like completely brings back memories of all those really fun. I mean, I thought they were really fun. The old Spider-Man games for PlayStation
I think
2.
everyone thought they were all fun.
They were awesome. Everyone like gives games that were based off of the Marvel movies a lot of like crap, but like those games
but
I
like
think were really
specifically
solid.
the Spider-Man games, I think, or at least what I've seen in the gaming community are like some of people's favorite movie games.
Yeah,
or
like
Marvel
Spider-Man
games.
2
Spider-Man 2
specifically.
specifically.
Oh, yeah, that one
game
was
That game was
awesome.
so good. And like I just feel like we're going right back to those roots, but like next gen style.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I can't wait.
What was that one where it was on the original PlayStation
Oh, I remember that.
and you had to fight Carnage?
I was talking about this earlier and I couldn't remember the name. Actually, I'm gonna look it up.
Is it Carnage? Is it Spider-Man Carnage?
I don't know.
I'm
not sure, but that one was really cool.
Yeah, that one was fun.
Google it.
Guggen.
This to me, like, because there were some decent Batman games that had come out before the Arkham series, but the Arkham series is what put Batman games on a whole other level, and in my opinion, like introduced Batman to an audience who probably wasn't as actively familiar with.
So that's the one I played.
Yes, I
This is the
definitely
one
played that one
It's
a lot.
just
Yeah.
called Spider-Man. I don't know if you can see. We'll
It's
probably
just
put a
called
picture up. Or
Spider-Man.
something.
It looks like it's based
Yeah.
off of the '90s cartoon.
Yeah, this was the one that the first Spider-Man game I ever played, and this was actually like what got me into Spider-Man. Like,
Yeah.
really got me into it. 'Cause, like,
Wasn't it that you had to fight Craven in that building and you were like almost in a sniper view, looking at the side
Yeah.
of it, building something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember that vaguely. Yes.
Yeah, and then you had to fight Vulture and follow him to this tower or something, this clock tower, and you had to fight him in there. That was like hard.
Yes. Oh
F.
God, this game was so good. I'm looking at like screen caps
Yeah.
and stuff, and I'm like, my childhood.
We've been lucky that most of these Spider-Man games are like really good.
Yeah.
Or at least really fun to play.
Really
Yeah.
decent, I'd say.
Yeah. Whoever's making these games happen, they're doing a good job.
They're
Yeah.
not.
They
I don't
have
think
been
any
for
of
a
them are
while.
like game of the year material or
Oh
like,
no, but
amazing.
like they definitely have, they hold sentimental value.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're nostalgic and they're fun to play.
There's a
Yeah.
fun factor,
Yeah.
but like even Spider-Man 2 had a lot of like it was really repetitive.
Like I think the thing I liked about
Swinging.
Spider-Man.
Oh,
Oh my
the
God, that
swinging.
mechanic
The
is
swinging
always
was
so
the best.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm sure that also too, like, because that's been fun in like every Spider-Man game
Mm-hmm.
I've ever played, and like I feel like in this game they're gonna really perfect it because like just how far gaming
Oh,
has
yeah.
come since the last Spider-Man game has come
The
out.
swinging
so.
mechanics for the PS4 Spider-Man game looks freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh.
everything
It
you
looks
can do.
so cool.
Yes, yeah, the combat and,
fluid.
everything. Oh, it looks so good.
It's Spider-Man 2, just spamming the swinging thing, and you're just basically floating, flying across the
Yeah,
city.
you have to
After I figured out how to wall run, because I played the GameCube version, and it was easy to wall run on that version with that controller, so I was just wall running all the time.
nice.
I enjoyed the GameCube controller. I feel like a lot
Dude,
of
I
people don't
love
hold
the
that.
GameCube
No,
controller.
oh my God, that's like I will use that on Smash every time.
Yes,
It's so
dude, the
good. It's so
Wavebird
good.
is
The
one of my
Wavebird.
favorite controllers of all time.
Yeah. Yep.
And also, that's a cool name.
I
Yeah,
know
that is
it
a cool
is.
name,
It
the Wavebird.
is.
Wavebird.
Yeah. You know what?
I like
Actually,
that.
fun fact, guys. I remember reading somewhere that the Nintendo Switch apparently now supports the GameCube controller adapter for the Wii U.
Oh, shiznit.
Yeah.
What?
So
Crazy.
yeah, you can use the GameCube controller for
That's
certain
cool.
games now. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know. I was like super stoked when I heard about that. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I want to get a Switch, and I want to modify it so that the grips, the actual pad controller where you take the Joy-Cons off
Yeah.
and put it on.
The
and
dog
yeah.
face.
Yeah, the dog face.
Yeah, it looks
okay.
like a puppy face. Like that little eye dog thing where you could like sync your iPod up
Yeah.
to it. It looks like the face looks like that. It's
Okay.
like
Yeah, I guess. I mean, sure, if that floats your boat, but like the grip itself, like the little things on the side of the Joy-Cons, I want to modify it so that I can have those grips on the Switch itself while the Joy-Cons are on the Switch.
I don't think you need to do any sort of crazy modification. They sell those on Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Dude, I still need to get the Pro controller for the Switch. That I hear is like the best controller experience for that console. And I have yet to buy one because I'm waiting to get my hands on the Splatoon one because it has the green and pink handles. But it's so
I don't
hard to
mind the
get.
way it controls. I don't mind the control setup on the Switch at all. I like the Switch a lot, actually.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new games that if they came out on the Switch, I would buy it on Switch before I buy it on PS4. And I'm typically a PS4 guy, so I know there's a lot of people who are big PlayStation fans here, and they're going to be like, "What's that? Blah blah blah."
Yeah, no.
It's cool, guys. Switch is
yeah.
pretty neat. I gotta
It's-
say that being able to take it on the go is a game changer because when we're on flights and we're traveling, it's
Yeah.
like it's so much easier.
It's amazing. Speaking of the Switch too, Super Mario Odyssey just came out, and I have been playing that religiously, and it is so good.
No, that's
Since we're
like
talking
a
about new
legit
games.
Super Mario game.
Yes.
On a new console.
Yes, it's legit like Super Mario 64 meets Super Mario Galaxy meets Super Mario Sunshine. And like I don't know about you guys, but
That's dope.
yeah, Sunshine was like always my favorite, and it's cool. Like certain levels straight up feel
Yeah.
like
I
like
love
those games.
Sunshine
Yes.
specifically because it was always on the Nintendo 64 at the McDonald's, like the playground.
Oh, I
Sunshine
miss
was only on
those.
GameCube.
GameCube.
Well,
sorry.
yeah, game. I knew what
Yeah,
you meant.
my bad.
Yeah, the little setups that they
Yeah.
had. Yeah, those were so cool. I wonder if they still have those.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
So sad.
I don't think they've
The
had
kids
those
would
for
probably
years.
bring their own systems. They're probably playing on their iPads.
That's true. Or if you're me, you have like your 3DS on.
Everyone's
you at
got
all
a cell
times.
phone now.
There's a fly.
Um,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. But yeah, super solid game, guys. I like 10 out of 10. It's really
11 out of
good.
10.
It's like damn near perfect, actually.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's up there. I can't find anything I don't like about this game. Mario doesn't take fall damage, which is kind of like jarring sometimes. But aside from that,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a fun game.
yeah. But yeah, there were other cool games that were announced at Paris Games Week as well.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
real quick, I just realized the only Nintendo console I've ever owned was like actual home console was the GameCube. Because I've never
Really?
had any of the other consoles. My first
Wow.
ever console that I actually owned was the original PlayStation. And then I got the GameCube next. No, the original Xbox. Then the GameCube, then a PS2, and then different versions of the PS2, and then from there on.
Interesting. Wow.
Dude, my brother got the PlayStation 2 because he's like, I want a PlayStation 2. I want a PlayStation 2. So mom's like, okay, you can get the PlayStation 2. And I'm like, I want a PlayStation 2 as well. And then my mom's like, no. Or my brother's like, no, you get a GameCube because if I have the PlayStation, then you can have the GameCube. And I was like, I don't want the GameCube. I want the PlayStation 2. And he's like, no, get the GameCube. So I got the
Yeah.
GameCube,
Aw.
and he got the PlayStation 2. And I never got to play any good PlayStation 2 games until like 5 years into the PlayStation 2's life.
Damn.
When finally my brother got too old or too mature for video games, and he just gave me his PS2, which, by the way, plays video games all the time now. So
Dope.
That sucks.
yeah. Anyway, back to the games that were announced.
Yes.
Dude, God of War.
That
Oh.
looks dope.
When that comes out, I will be streaming the hell out of it on Twitch. By the way, we're going to start streaming on Twitch. We did a test stream the other day. It'll be twitch.tv/Ismahawk. And Angela's streaming right now. You can follow her
Not right
on
now.
Twitch.
She's like
Right
here.
this second.
Literally not this second, but she'll probably be streaming the same day that this video comes out. So you should go check out her stream. And that's twitch.tv/LadyDoombots. Definitely check it out. And follow us both on Twitch because we will be. This fly is pissing
I
me
know.
off.
It's like right at us. Get out of here.
But we'll all be streaming actually quite often now. We actually kind of love the interaction that we get to have with you guys. So, yeah.
What do you want us to stream?
Yeah, what do you want us to stream? I'm definitely streaming God of War, like, regardless.
I'm more excited about the expansion for Horizon.
Oh, I
dude.
know you are.
Dude, I am so excited for that. It's one of my favorite games. I love Horizon.
Dude, you know what's cool?
What?
So they released a new Monster Hunter World trailer.
Yes, I
Yeah.
saw that.
Yep, and
Oh
you can
my
get the
God.
alloy costume.
That'll be my
Yep.
first Monster Hunter game then.
Yes! Oh,
For sure.
yay! Oh my God, you're gonna play with me. We're gonna hunt together, okay?
Yes.
You, me, and
Yes.
Tony. Tony's gonna get it too. So we're
Yes.
all gonna play.
Yes.
Yes. High five. Yes.
So Aloy, is she just a skin or a playable character?
So the way Monster Hunter does it usually, and it's been confirmed it'll be this way in the game as well, they give you like access to like a headpiece and the body costume. So
Okay.
you'll have to buy pieces of her armor that will make it look like her. She'll basically look like her from like the back.
Yeah.
But like depending on the way your character's face looks, like if you turn and close up on the face, it'll still be your character's face.
Okay, so I guess I'm making my character look like Aloy.
there you go. I called her alloy, didn't I? Like the
Oh yeah.
plant. Oops. I meant what he
Aloy.
said.
Yes.
You can tell I haven't played that game yet, but
Yes. Oh my god. I'm gonna get now. Man, you have to buy like each piece separately.
yeah, that's how Monster Hunter is. You, yeah,
Like,
because
wait,
I've
buy
angered the
in the
fly.
game or buy like an add-on like microtransactions.
no. It's just when you're farming for the armor in the game. Like you have to make it piece by piece. Yes, you make
okay.
the headpiece first. You'll make the bracers.
Got
and you have
it.
to make
So
the
it's not like
chest
a
piece.
downloadable content thing.
I think it is, but usually, I mean, I don't know actually if it's been confirmed yet. But every Monster Hunter game in the past has always had free DLC.
Okay.
So I would hope that Monster Hunter World follows in
Dope.
that same vein and has free DLC.
Well, I guess
as
that's
well.
what I'm grinding for. when we
Yeah.
get Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Now he's got to get Danny to play Monster Hunter.
Not gonna happen. Keep
Flies
trying.
like right at your head.
I know. I think I nipped it a second ago,
nipped it.
and I've angered it now. So now it's annoying me specifically.
It's attacking you.
So I'm gonna kill it by the end of this
one
podcast.
thing I noticed about the gameplay for this Monster Hunter is that it reminds me of a Final Fantasy game. What was it? Crystal Chronicles.
really?
That game was dope, by the way, or at least the
Okay.
aesthetic and the feel of it. Which have you ever
Nice.
played that?
No, I
have you played
haven't.
any Final Fantasy games?
I played a little bit of Final Fantasy VII.
Okay,
Like
just
most
that's
of
it.
it.
That's
Yeah.
your only experience with Final Fantasy.
only one I've ever played.
Damn, I
Yeah.
have every single Final Fantasy game out there, the original versions plus like whatever re-release that they have, except for 15. I don't have 15.
Yeah, you do. I bought it. It's sitting
Oh, yeah.
in the living
Well,
room,
yeah, well-
unopened.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
none of
there
us have
now.
opened. I want to actually play that too, even if no one else is gonna play it. Like,
I'm gonna play it
Do
so
it.
bad.
I know I might as
do it,
well.
just
Yeah.
do it.
No, but oh my god, yes. I don't want to go on for too long because if anyone knows me, you know that like Monster Hunter is my favorite series of all time for games. And Monster Hunter World, they released a new trailer for it for Paris Games Week, so this is relevant. And it's just like so many cool things were revealed in the trailer. So many new monsters. We found out if you're familiar at all with Monster Hunter, they brought back arm wrestling, so that's really cool. Basically, when you're playing online, you're like in an online like lobby with like other players. Essentially, you
Yeah.
can like you're supposed to like eat food and power yourself up and stuff. And one thing you can do to sort of help build camaraderie with random people that you're playing with, you walk up to a barrel and you go like this, and someone walks up to you and you arm wrestle.
That's freaking
Yeah,
cool.
and that's it. There's no point to it. You and one
Yeah.
other person just arm wrestle real quick, and then someone wins, and you're like, oh man, he got me, and then that's it.
That reminds me of
fun.
Dead or Alive 4. I think it was 4. Where in
Beach
the-
volleyball.
Those
I mean,
games,
well, yeah, I played all those too.
those are awesome.
But specifically,
Obviously.
Dead or Alive 4 was the first Dead or Alive where it had online multiplayer. Because I think at the time it came out on the Xbox 360, and that was when like online playing on consoles was like really blowing up. Other than if you had Xbox Live for the original Xbox, but I think that was the first Dead or Alive with online gameplay, and so there was like a waiting lobby where you just interact with other people. I'm
Nice.
pretty sure that was it. I can't remember. It was so long ago, but it was something like that. Also, like Sonic Battle Adventure 2 or something.
Sonic Adventure
Also-
2 Battle?
Yes,
Yes. Hey, Danny, you like that game too.
Yeah.
Game was so
Love
fun.
that game.
Yeah, I know.
But
it's
you
so
also
good.
had like an online waiting lobby where you were talking to other people.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I love the Sonic Adventure
Yes.
games. So good. I want a new Sonic Adventure so
Sonic!
bad. Yeah. Gotta go fast. Way past. Cool. Okay, I'm just.
Okay.
Why? Keep going. The trailer that had me floored was the Last of Us 2 trailer.
Yeah, that was heavy.
Intense.
That was
Yeah.
a heavy
like
trailer.
Camping.
Yeah.
I watched
yeah.
that one and was like, I don't want to watch this again.
Yeah, I was like the
I'm
part.
gonna watch it again.
Oh, like we can talk about what happens in the trailers, right? Like we're not worried
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
spoiling it.
It's a trailer.
Yeah, I mean, some people avoid them, so I don't know. But like, there was a part where he like breaks the girls, where she's like break her wings, then like he
Clip her
breaks,
wings,
yeah,
yeah.
clip her
Clip her
wings.
wings.
He breaks her arm with the hammer.
Yeah.
I was like,
That was
oh,
intense.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was like, God,
I was like,
I was not comfortable
Yeah.
Dang.
watching that one.
Oh.
You guys
at all.
seen
That was-
Misery?
No.
No, you guys haven't seen Misery at all with what's her name? Crap.
Is that the one with Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Believe so. He might have been.
Is
in
it the one where he's like a minister? Or...
No. Misery. It came out in like 1990. So Misery. James Caan, Kathy Bates. It doesn't seem like Philip Seymour Hoffman was in it, but yeah, that was that. It reminded me of Misery just because in the movie, there's this author who's like best-selling author, and there's this fan, Kathy Bates, who loves his work, and she's kind of
yeah.
crazy. She kidnaps him and keeps him hostage and stuff to
dang.
force him to finish his last book in the series. And one of the things that she does to keep him there is break his knees with a sledgehammer.
Holy.
Because so
God
anytime he
damn.
tries to escape or he does something bad, that she like the punishment is to bring out the hammer. And what she does is like she'll tie him down to the bed, and he's bedridden like all the time just because his knees are like shattered. But like, oh my God, it's so tense because when shit goes down, she pulls out this wooden block, and then you just see his face. Like this scene is burned in my head forever. You just see him just start, like his eyes wide. He just starts to panic, and he's trying to plead, please don't. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this. I don't want to. Like, I'll never try to escape again. And she's like, nope, that's the rule. So she takes the wooden block and she puts it under his ankles so that his feet are a little raised. Pulls out the sledgehammer, just wham right down on his knees.
Oh my
Bam!
God.
Bam!
Dude, I don't know.
And they don't cut away; they show it.
Ah,
God.
Yeah, so that's the Last of Us 2 trailer reminded me of that. I was like,
Yeah.
ooh.
You know, it's weird. I don't know what it is, but like as I've been getting older, I like when I was younger, I like really didn't have much of a problem with like violence in anything, like games or movies or whatever. Like I had a pretty strong stomach for it, but I've found that as I've gotten older, like I'm like more sensitive to that stuff now. And I wonder if that's just because like I know like I've just been alive longer and sort of like understand my mortality a little bit more or something. But like now when I see violence, I'm like, oh my God. Like, whereas before I didn't like even bat an eyelash when I was like 15 or 16. I was like, oh, cool, violence. Well, it's great.
Yeah, I don't know. You're desensitized to it when you're a kid.
Yeah. And now like that I'm older, I'm like, Jesus Christ, they broke her arm with a hammer. Like, what?
That's pretty intense.
Yeah, like, but 16-year-old Angela probably would have been like, they could have done better.
It was multiple hits too. It was like knock.
Man, I wish
Like-
I wasn't desensitized. Like,
Yeah, I used to be, and then I don't know what happened. I just got going
mean,
soft. I don't know.
You've grown more compassionate, mature. That's
probably
so.
it, yeah.
That's it. Like you understand mortality.
Yeah,
Like as a kid, I don't think you really grasp that. Like
Yeah.
you might understand the meaning, but you don't grasp the concept.
yeah, like the gravity of what actually just happened, and like what that must have felt like for the receiving individual, like, or what the person doing the action felt like when they were doing it. Like, that's crazy.
See, I can understand. I don't know what the word is for it. Sympathy, empathy, or
empathy. Well,
like how you can understand how someone else is feeling, or like sympathize with them. Is that what that means?
Empathy. So I heard a great analogy for this actually. Sympathy. So imagine you fell in a hole and you're trapped in there. Sympathy is standing on the edge of the hole and saying, "Oh no, like I'm so sorry you fell in there. Let's get you out." Empathy is getting in the hole with that person and trying to get them out from inside.
Okay.
Like, we're in this together. Let's,
Interesting.
You know. So
So I guess, I mean, I still don't know how to fully explain, but like I guess I can understand empathy and these situations. That I guess, well, that also plays into how artists create, because if you want to create something that's relatable, you need to be able to empathize.
understand the human condition.
Yeah, exactly. But then, like, I can empathize, but I'm just desensitized to pretty much everything because I'm dead inside.
Okay. Well, Last of Us 2 trailer, pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Characters who were
very
not
crazy.
Joel and Ellie.
No, I mean, weren't people saying that one of the characters could have been Ellie? I thought I didn't read
No,
much into it, but
I don't
no.
think any of them.
I don't.
They looked like all new characters.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought, and then I remember reading somewhere like this could have been Ellie. So okay, I'm glad that none of those people were her.
Yeah, that looks crazy. It looks like you're watching a movie. You know what else looks like you're watching a movie?
What?
The trailer for Ghosts of
what
is it?
Tsushima.
Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima. That game looks amazing. Oh
Yeah,
my god. It looks
where's
so
that?
cool.
Where did that come from? Who
Yeah.
did that?
I don't, to be honest, I had never heard of it before I saw the trailer. And now that I've seen that, I'm like, I need this in my life
Yes.
immediately. I'm going to play the living crap out of this. It looks so good. It's
Yeah.
like a cool, like ninja samurai game. That's like all I've ever wanted in life.
had
That is so
some
cool.
of the most intense looking graphics I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, from the creators of Infamous. That's crazy.
Oh, damn. So that means the gameplay is probably going to be hella fun. I've heard
Yeah.
that game's cool.
The power of the PlayStation 4 is still being like tested with every single game. So all these experiences that keep getting announced, it's just like the graphics just continue to top themselves, you know?
Yeah.
Because I
Yep.
remember when Last of Us came out on the PS3 and then games started coming out on the PS4, I was like, Last of Us looks just as good as those games, which is
Yeah.
actually pretty. It was pretty
That's a
interesting.
testament to The Last of Us.
It's a
Yeah.
testament to
And
The
Naughty
Last of
Dog.
Us, but it was one of the last games for the PS3, so it pushed the hardware as hard as it can go. And now
That's
we're
true.
starting to see the PS4, I think, get pushed even harder.
Oh
which is
yeah,
sick.
like watching anything from The Last of Us 2, it reminds me of the fact, like it reminds me that, oh yeah, Last of Us 1 was last gen.
Yeah.
that.
That's crazy. Well, they released like a remaster of it for the PS4.
Yeah, they did, but
yeah.
like it doesn't look anything like Last of Us 2.
Yeah, true. Yeah, very fair. That is a good point.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, those were definitely, I think my favorite trailers so far were Monster Hunter World and then Spider-Man and Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes.
Those are both fair.
That remaster for Shadow of Colossus though looks crazy.
Bruh, and God of War.
Oh man.
War.
God of War looks like God of War looks like how I remember the original God of War being.
Oh, did you get it? Oh man, it looked like you got it.
Damn.
This fly is still torturing us.
But you know how like you play a game or you've played a game years ago and you remember it a certain way?
Mhm.
This new God of War looks like how I remember God of War 1 and 2.
It looks like they rebuilt it from the ground up, which is crazy because it doesn't. To me, it doesn't look like the God of War franchise at all. Because I played all the God of War games. I love them. They're awesome. And this one just it looks and feels like it plays.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't felt it. I haven't played it. But it looks like it plays completely differently than the other God of War games,
Kinda
which
looks
is
like Hellblade.
yeah. I mean, I haven't played. I only played the beginning part of Hellblade, and I was like, I need to turn this off. This is
That game was
just
very
not
unsettling.
fun for me.
Yeah, I mean that was the point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
was
god. Yeah, those therapists that did the research on psychosis definitely did their job.
Good, yes, because this is how I want to relax after
Yeah.
a long day.
Jeez.
Is
I don't wanna
that
relax.
game?
Yeah.
I want an
Hellblade.
experience.
I mean, that I can relate with, but like, I don't know if that's the experience that I want. Like, maybe for like 20 or 30 minutes, but then after that, I'm like, all right, I'm good.
20 or 30. That intro, man. I was like, after the intro, I was like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I didn't even actually get to the game portion.
Yeah, you're
I
just
just
rowing
got,
on
the
the
game
boat
portion
the
is
whole
actually
time.
really cool.
I just
and
got
it's
to row in the
smart.
boat with the whispering and all that, and I was
Yeah.
just like, I cannot with this. This is
Yeah.
actually making me feel like I'm going crazy.
Yeah, well, that's the point.
Yeah, no,
Definitely.
they-
Yeah,
they
they
were
got
very-
that. Yeah.
They're very successful in giving me the experience that they wanted me to have.
Yeah.
I just don't want to have that experience.
Yeah. You're like, nah, dude, I'm good.
Yeah.
Good.
Give me Uncharted any day.
Yeah.
Last of Us, though, I think I forgot how heavy that series is.
You know what's kind of funny? There was actually a part that I was playing in Super Mario Odyssey today, where you're in the city, like New Metro City, which is the one they show in all the trailers, and like you're
New
making
Metro
your
or
way.
New Donk?
Well, it's Metro. It's the Metro Kingdom, but they call it New Donk City. I just combined the
New
two.
Donk.
I know New Donk, the
Donk.
Donk. But
Donk.
no, there's a part where like you have to like climb up this skyscraper to get to a boss, and like the ground like falls underneath you, and it reminded me of Uncharted for a second. That level that I like watched you play, where you were like going up a clock tower or something. I was like, oh, that's funny, like because the ground kept breaking.
Uncharted is the best.
Super Mario Odyssey is the shit. So good.
Want to switch
Oh, you need to get one. They're the best.
eventually.
Oh.
Got it.
Damn it.
Little.
I was about to encapsulate it and then crush the life out of it with my fist.
It's fly blood spills from your fist.
Yeah. Well, any final thoughts on the announcements?
I mean,
There was from Quantic Dream. What was it? Detroit Becoming Human. That game looks crazy. Like it looks like a Quantic Dream game. Yeah, but like it's I don't know. That seems really heavy because Heavy Rain was heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy.
Heavy Rain was good.
Heavy Rain was really good.
I
What was
wanted
the one
to play
thing?
that. I heard it was.
You need to play that
I know,
game.
I heard
Yeah.
it was very good.
Or
I'll-
you need to interact with that movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it was an interactive movie.
Yeah, you got to play
Dude.
that movie.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
It's definitely a game that you watch, not
Yeah.
really one that you play.
Kind of like
Yeah.
the
But
Order
you do
1886.
make your own choices though, and that's what that's where the game portion comes in. Is you make your own choices. It's basically like those Goosebumps books where it's
Choose
like,
your
Yeah,
adventure.
choose your adventure type thing. It's basically a game version of a
Nice.
choose your adventure type.
The twist
cool.
was still crazy.
Yeah,
to me.
that
I
was
like,
insane.
whoa.
You need to play
Yeah.
Heavy
Oh my gosh,
Rain.
yeah.
It
I want
was
to.
crazy.
You know what? It's funny. I actually borrowed that game from someone when I worked in Geek Squad, and
Yeah?
like had it for like 6 months, and I just did not have the time to play because like
Oh,
other games
man.
came out, like newer games were coming out. So I was like, well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go back and play this old game.
I-
But then, yeah,
Yeah, I didn't play Heavy Rain
Never
until like
did.
3 years after it came out, and it was still like really heavy. Like, what was his name? Ethan, the guy
Yeah.
with the Holy crap, man!
Oh, geez.
What was happening?
Yeah, so you play as 4 different characters.
Mm-hmm.
You play as a journalist, a father of a missing child, a detective who's looking for the child, and an FBI agent looking for a serial killer who may have taken the child. And
So you're basically playing 4 different storylines that lead up to the same,
Oh.
or like intertwined.
Kind of reminds me of like Grand Theft Auto 5 a little bit.
I've never played.
kind
5.
of, except
So
not
good,
at
so
all
good.
like that.
Okay. Okay.
You don't
yeah.
even know.
Fair.
Kind of, but
Fair.
like not at all.
I mean,
Okay.
The layout, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, like just
Kinda?
playing multiple characters whose stories intertwine, I guess.
Yeah.
They basically like as you complete an arc, like the next level, quote unquote, is like a different character's arc, and there's like
Yeah.
a crazy twist at the end.
Oh dang. Okay, man, I would love to
But
play it.
if one of the characters dies in like if there's a quick time event and your character dies, like that's it. They're done. You don't play as that character again. You don't
Oh.
get a second chance.
It like affects the story, I'm guessing as well.
Yeah.
oh,
Like,
majorly affects
yeah.
the story.
That's why,
Wow.
like,
Yeah.
this choose your adventure, you choose wisely. You
Yep.
make
Wow.
sure that is what you want to do.
Dang. Oh, that sounds so cool.
Guys, if you have a
There's no
PS3,
redo.
Wow.
you gotta play Heavy Rain. That game
Yes.
is crazy.
Dang.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I wanted to play it like for a while now, but now I'm like I haven't heard this much about it, so now I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, like I really.
Oh,
how
it's
long is
heavy.
it roughly?
I don't know.
Like 5 hours long. It's
Oh, that's
super
not long.
short.
That's short, yeah.
yeah, I remember finishing in like less than a week.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it
Then yeah,
wasn't
that's
If you
long.
sit through
Okay.
and just like blast through it,
Okay.
But Quantic Dream also did Indigo, right?
I didn't play Indigo.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I heard really good things about it. And that's why when they were developing Heavy Rain, people had really high hopes and high expectations for Heavy Rain, and it knocked them all out of the park. So now I'm assuming people are going to have very high hopes for Becoming Human because it looks like a Quantic Dream game, and it feels like it would be in that vein, like that heaviness, because they're always just focused on that storytelling.
That's awesome.
I
I
love
appreciate
games
that.
that have a narrative experience. Like, have you guys played any Telltale games?
I have not.
Yeah, Walking Dead season
Yeah.
1.
I love Telltale games. Damn it. I love Telltale games. I haven't played the Batman one yet. Damn it. I haven't played. Telltale made a Batman game, which I haven't played. I think they're on their
They
second
also
season.
did Game of Thrones.
Yeah, they did Game of
Whoa.
Thrones.
Yeah.
And it's actually like the Game of Thrones one's actually canon to the show.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, I don't know if it's canon, but it's within
Canon.
the
Dang,
universe.
I would play
It doesn't-
that.
It doesn't actively work against canon, if that helps. Canon. Did you get it?
Replay.
I don't see a
Yeah.
fly carcass anywhere.
I vaporized it.
Oh, good.
Space time.
But yeah, they have those experiences where they're basically like, it's like choose your own adventure, but you're basically controlling the character,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't really do much. You kind of
Okay.
just trigger cutscenes. It's
Yeah.
basically what those games
You're
are.
walking around picking stuff up to trigger cutscenes.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
quick time events occasionally.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it's
the Game of
heavy.
Thrones one sounds cool.
Season 1 of the Walking Dead one is heavy. The way it ended,
Oh.
heavy. I was like sobbing.
Oh, I think you guys might have talked about this before. I
Yeah.
don't want to spoil it, but I think I know what you're referring to. I
Yeah.
think you've
Yeah.
told me. Yeah, I think
I
you
love
guys-
them.
Apparently that's canon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well,
To the comics, I think, not the show.
okay.
Yeah, I think
Glenn,
it's
because Glenn made a cameo
Yeah.
in season 1.
Glenn's
game.
in season 1. I think Michonne is in season 2. That or she has
so.
her own arc. I'm not sure.
I haven't played it.
Anyway, yeah. Now, any final thoughts on all the game announcements and all the assorted cool stuff?
The Monster Hunter World demo comes out December 9th. That was confirmed today. And
Nice.
I just need the world to know that I'm going to go off the grid for a little bit when that happens. So,
Dope.
yeah, that game's going to be amazing. And everyone else should download the demo as well because I need more people to play with me. So,
Yas. Concrete Genie looks dope.
What is
Which, Concrete Genie from the creators of Entwined. Which
I don't
I've
think
n-
I watched the trailer for that one.
I don't think I did either.
It looks very like the style is comic-y. It's very artful, but I guess the aesthetic is realistic, like realistic lighting and stuff, and realistic city. But it reminds me of Sly Cooper almost. But you're playing a little kid who has a magic brush and can paint like stuff, and you're using it. It looks like a puzzle platformer.
Like Epic
Oh, that's
Mickey?
cool.
Yeah, almost like that, but it looks really cool. Like little quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Looks like something that would have been on the
neat.
Wii. On the Wii.
On the Wii, it
The
looks
Wii.
really cool.
There's no H.
Yeah,
on the Wii,
The Wii.
the Wii.
You can't have a pie without Cool Whip.
Whip. Why are you being weird? Come on, that doesn't even have an H in it.
Yeah. Do you guys know what Playlink is?
No.
No,
clue.
I was trying to like Google it before we recorded, but
Nothing.
yeah, actually,
Should explain that a little more. Like, what?
They really should.
Or that demo for Erica? I don't know what that is. It looks like live action, but then I don't know. It seemed also like just really good graphics.
I straight up thought that was live action, almost to a point where I found it kind of unappealing, honestly. Like, I don't know. I always, like, the reason I play games is to escape reality, not feel like I'm just right back in it again. So, like, I don't know. I hope that it looks...
Why do people play The Sims?
That's true. I mean, I guess unless you can have like an alternate reality, but it's like, like I like stuff to look cartoony and like look like the world other than the way I see it, you know? Like that's always the thing I loved about video games just visually is seeing a world different from the one that's in front of me.
Yeah, games have tried the live action aspect and it never has seemed to work so far.
Mm-hmm.
Because how could it? You know, you can experience the entire game. Like, the things that you can do in an animated world are much more extravagant than what you can do in a live-action world.
I mean, there are games, there are two different type of games that I like. Those kind of games where it's not cartoony, but artful, like artistic, and like Journey.
Mm-hmm.
That
oh my gosh, Journey was
work
amazing.
of art.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are games like The Last of Us where you're experiencing like you're watching a movie, basically, a narrative story. And they're two really different types of games, and I get why some people prefer one or the other, but like I like both. I'm just really excited for stuff like The Last of Us 2 and those kind of narrative storytelling, that heavy movie like you're watching a movie. Which, by the way, we were talking about this a little earlier, where you just want higher FPS stuff for your games.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate
man,
that.
that's so crazy.
That's like watching. So I saw The Hobbit in theaters in all different projection formats, and the 48 frames per second looked garbage to me. And motion interpolation on TVs, modern TVs now that are automatically on for some reason, looks like garbage. And that soap opera effect, I hate it. So for games, when I see games that are trying to see, so the two different games, the artful games, cartoony games, and the realistic games.
Yeah, more
these realistic narrative storytelling games, I want less FPS. Like, I really like the way Naughty Dog included the option to cap the game, Last of Us game, at 30 frames per second for a more cinematic experience. And I love that option because it looks like you're playing a movie and you're watching a movie. The cutscenes look like you're watching a movie. And it's so much more immersive for me because if you're like when I'm playing The Last of Us HD remaster at 60 frames a second, it breaks that reality for me, like the suspension of disbelief, because now it feels like I'm watching a game, not watching a movie.
Wow, that's so I never looked at it that way. Like, I guess I've always looked at it in terms of just like being able to see every movement in its smoothest way possible. Like, which is especially helpful with like fight games and with FPSs.
Yeah, no, that I completely agree.
Yeah.
That belongs in that category.
Yeah.
When I'm playing a fighting game or something like that, more FPS.
Yeah, it's a
because
huge upgrade.
Each frame matters when you're playing games like
Yes.
that. But when you're playing The Last of Us, at least to me, you're playing the game and then it cuts to a cutscene, or like it flows so smoothly, and then suddenly like everything is in 60 frames a second. I'm never gonna look past that.
Yeah, that I actually would say, like, in that circumstance, I would agree with you. Like, I can see that smoothness being potentially like jarring if you're not used to seeing the rest of the game look that way.
I can guarantee you, like, all of the cutscenes that are saved, like uploaded to YouTube and stuff for The Last of Us, and you're watching something, you're like, oh my god, this looks like a movie. It's because you're watching it on YouTube in 30 frames a second.
That makes sense.
It looks like a movie. I mean, film is on 24, but 30 is close enough.
Yeah. Well, when I want more FPS, it's for the games that I feel it actually enhances the gameplay.
Oh, yeah.
So that's more like where I'm like they keep trying to like just up the like resolution and like make like everything crisper and this and that. And I'm like, we just want more FPS. Why can't you just do that? Why can't you just make it higher frames per second, please? Like,
I mean, same thing in the film Hollywood world.
yeah, like
Everyone
4K
wants, like,
this, 5K that. And it's like, no.
8K cameras.
8K, 12K, 16K, 80K.
Yeah,
How
I
about
don't-
HDR?
Yeah, I don't need that.
Really need more Ks,
Yeah.
more pixels.
How about high
Exactly.
dynamic range?
more dynamic range, like better color, more like better pixels, not more pixels.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, there you go. Those are my notes.
What if they were like 30 frames and then drop to 60 when you're actually playing? So you can actually like
That I don't mind as much, but see, these games, I feel like games should give you an option to choose what frame rate you want to play at on a console.
That seems fair. I think it's always good to give players the option for that
yeah,
stuff.
because when you're playing on PC games, like depending on like what graphics cards you have, and, like, the features you have on your build, like you can pick different options.
Your computer might not be able to handle that if there's an option.
Choose your different monitors and stuff and refresh rates. Yeah, that's cool. You have options. That's why PC games, like PC gamers, like you have options. You can choose what you want and what you don't want. Console is just like, okay, put the game in and start playing.
Sad hardware versus customizable hardware.
Yeah.
I mean,
But then just include that the way Naughty Dog did it. Brilliant. Just include an option in the option menu. Like just turn 30 frames on.
That's true. Yeah. That's actually a really good point. Just anytime they allow you, like they make the game customizable, I think it's a better experience. Like I don't need to always just adjust like brightness to get a good experience. Like it helps, but there's some other things that could help to be adjusted as well. And FPS, I could see being one of them after hearing your take on it.
Yeah, like you included all these other features like adjusting contrast, like music levels and stuff like that. Like just add a little option to cap your thing at 30 frames. If you don't like it, then don't turn it on.
Yeah, it totally makes sense in my opinion.
There you go.
There you go. Developers, you heard it here first.
Yes. Give us more frames.
Yes.
Come on.
More frames. Hashtag more frames. All right. On on that note, we're gonna go ahead and close out because everyone's sleepy and we got work to do.
Very sleepy.
Guys, new video. It's coming soon. Trailer. It's coming. Hopefully, we'll be finished with the trailer before we're finished with the video.
It's gonna be so good.
We'll see. Angela's playing Wonder Woman.
Yes, I couldn't say anything. Everyone's been like asking me for like months, and like on my Twitch streams, I'm just like, I can't say anything about that. But yes,
no comment.
Yes, I can finally say it.
Everyone who's seen you in the video is like really impressed with how good you look as Wonder Woman. So I can't wait to
Straight
see.
up look like Wonder Woman.
Oh,
Yeah, there were some
thanks.
moments on set where I turned my head and was like, oh my God, like Ange looks like Gal in this. It's crazy. But yeah, it's coming soon. And then we have a couple other projects. We are going to try to revive the failed Dragon Ball Z video that we were trying to do. We're going to see if we can figure out a new way to spin that footage into creating like a fun video. So we'll see if we can actually get that to work. And we got 3 new interns, by the way. We got Preston, Xander, and other Jeremy, which we're calling him Jimmy now.
Childish Jeremino.
So we'll be giving them a formal welcome soon. But until then, make sure to follow us on Twitter. I'm at Daniel Leshep. She's at Lady Doombots on all platforms. Jeremy's at Jeremy Lee with 3 Ys. And then, check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Ismahawk and facebook.com/Lady Doombots. Again, we are streaming, so if you guys are interested in hanging out with us and chatting live and hanging out, it's basically going to be like HawkTalk live because there's usually going to be 2 of us sitting there, and we're going to try to start scheduling out streams multiple times a week with different pairs of ridiculous men. So one day you'll see me and Jeremy. Then one day you'll see Noel and Tony. One day you see Noel and Jeremy, Danny and Tony, etc. So we'll be switching off, and that way we can give you guys the coolest Twitch experience. And if you guys just want to come hang out with us, twitch.tv/Ismahawk, and we'll also be popping up on Lady Doombot stream, so make sure to check that out.
Yeah. I also might be popping in on Ismahawk streams.
Yeah, and Andrew's going to be definitely popping up probably weekly on our stream as well. So definitely check her out, twitch.tv/Lady Doombots. Check it out. You guys are super cool. We love you.
Please, no flame wars about consoles and PCs and stuff.
Yeah, no PC Master Race stuff and no console trash stuff. We're all equal lovers of the gaming platform here. Let's all just be positive.
Appreciate what we're getting.
Yeah.
In
nice
this
to each
day
other,
and
guys.
age.
Yeah, we all love video games at the end of the day, and I think that's something really important to remember, as cheesy as that sounds.
No, long story short, be nice to each other. Stop being mean. This is
Yeah,
a mean
who would've
world.
thought?
Yeah.
Mean world we live in. We shouldn't be, especially if you're a part of the HawkTalk community, we should all be friends with one another because that's what this community is here for.
Yeah. Or
And-
the Doombots army.
The Doombots Army. Seriously, though, check out the Ismahawk
little
Discord.
bots.
Yeah, they're my Doombots army. Yeah.
Check out the Ismahawk Discord. It's now available for non-patrons as well, and that's sort of becoming sort of like a little community hangout for the any Ismahawk fans. So if you guys want to, check that out. Lady Doombots has her own Discord as well.
Discord is awesome. Like, great way to meet people within a community that are like-minded folks. Like, there's all kinds of cool channels that break down different things you can talk about. Like, Discord's awesome.
Yeah. Discord is pretty cool. So on that note, we'll stop plugging stuff. Oh, Patreon. We got a Patreon. Check it out.
Gotta
If you guys
plug
wanna-
that one.
If
One
you guys want to
last.
support us on there, check it out. It's helping us make new projects, and we are working our butts off on some new stuff and all the old stuff. Just a lot of post-production work, so it is taking a little longer than we would have hoped. But we will be posting updates more frequently on Patreon. So if you are a backer, heads up on that. And we're still kind of recovering from Fred leaving. So patrons, thanks for bearing with us as we're going through that. But we should be back on track by the end of this month. So on that note, we'll see you guys later. Bye.